Hey y'all, this is Sam, and today I'll be showing you how to do this very simple but very cute cupcake gazebo build. I designed this pretty early on in my world, and I have used it multiple times since. It's very easy to do, and I'll show you how to in the following few minutes. This is what you'll need for the base structure. 140 wood, 58 fine wood, at least 2 bronze nails, 2 to 4 resin, 1 wood shield, and of course, the dragon egg. That's what we'll be using for just the basic structure of the gazebo. If you want to add extra bits, you will need a few more materials. We'll start off by evening out some of the ground with the hoe. You can leave the dirt or use a stone path to add a different floor. See where you would want your gazebo to be and place a 2-meter wood column. Then use a half wall and place it on the bottom of it. We'll be rotating the walls 2 times and making a hexagon. Then, just destroy the wall where you would like your gazebo entrance to be. Continue placing the wood columns all throughout the build, and make sure that they're properly aligned. Because the gazebo would be too short, we'll also be adding 1-meter beam on top of each one. Now, connect all the columns with a 2-meter wood beam, rotating each one twice just like the walls. Using the same beams, finish off the half walls so they look nice and polished. You can use different floors, but I'll be using a basic wood 2x2 floor for this build. Make sure they snap properly by aiming towards the half wall. Add a step if the ground is not even enough. Now you might be wondering why I left a hole in the middle. You can cover it, but I'll show you why I left one in a bit. For the roof, I'll be using the 26-degree angle ones instead of the taller ones. Rotate them twice like we did everything so far, and snap them onto place by aiming for the wood beams. And that's the basic structure done pretty much. Now here's when the fine wood comes in. We're gonna furnish the inside with a bench on each side. Make sure the taller part of the bench is facing the wall, and try to freehand them one by one. Don't worry about the clipping, they still work just fine. See? Now for the hole. I just like using a torch to illuminate the inside, and sometimes I think the torches are too tall. This works out perfectly, and it gives me a chance to place a small table like the one I showed in my previous video. I use a beam for the table support, and then I place an item stand for the shield. I also place some item stands for the decorations like food or drinks. It just makes the inside look really cozy. Now you can stop here, but I like adding a little rim around the roof to make it look more like a cupcake. I'll be using a 1x1 floor tiles for the outer edges of the roof. To properly align the angled tile, aim for one of the floors on the right or left side. They should really easily snap into place. Do this for the rest of the roof as well. And here is our completed little gazebo. If you don't want to turn it into a cupcake, this is where you should stop building. It looks fine just like this as well, and it's a nice build to have around your base. You also get to see this really neat spiral pattern that forms on the inside of the roof. Now this is what turns the gazebo into a cupcake. The infamous dragon egg, my best buddy. I have removed half of my roof to show you how to do this. Add beams across the gazebo and make sure they cut it directly in the middle from both sides. I use a small stool because it's the perfect height for what I want to achieve. Place it directly where the two beams meet, and then add an item stand right on the middle as well. Just place the dragon egg on the item stand, and it literally becomes the cherry on top. I'm gonna finish off the roof quickly, and there we go. I feel like this little build is perfect to add some cuteness to your base. I have a few of them in my world. They're quick and easy to do, and they're super comfy to sit in while it rains. Speaking of rain, you might be concerned about wood decay on the outer rim. I actually prefer it like this. The uneven floors remind me of the ruffles of a cupcake case. I used a stone path on the floor in this one. This gazebo even has two buddies inside. But we're not done yet. To make the gazebo really look like a cupcake, we're going to add sprinkles. This is where you might need a lot more bronze nails and even more fine wood. Start placing item stands randomly on top of the roof, but make sure that they're not too cluttered up or too far apart. Then, we'll be using raspberries found in the meadows, cloudberries from the plains, and blueberries from the Black Forest. The next part is a bit tricky because the item stands are not always very visible, but with a little bit of hovering around you can find them and start placing the sprinkles. Okay, now it looks like a cupcake. Isn't it just precious? I used the same idea but replaced the cloudberries with yellow mushrooms in my base. It tends to be a bit dark in there due to all the trees. And there you have it, a little cupcake gazebo to brighten your day. Now that the video is over and most people will scatter, I want to thank everyone that has been so kind and supportive in my first video. I only shared it with 3 close friends in real life, and I still don't really know how it got that much attention. It's honestly more than I expected, and I really, really appreciate you all. I know my approach to Valheim is a bit different and non-traditional, but it's honestly one of the best games I've played, and it really pushes everyone's creativity. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in Valheim, friends.